Hello, my friends, and welcome to this week's card class. So this week I wanted to make 3 cards that were of course fun and springy but could be used for a variety of different occasions. So the first card we're going to be making today is going to be this absolutely adorable peach colored card here. Now on all of the papers I'm using today, in all 3 cards, I'm going to be using different florals, and all of these florals are different kind of color themes. So like this one's kind of the peach color family, which is why it goes so beautifully with this card. But it's also the newest from Lawn Fawn, and the backside has this cute little stitching pattern, which is absolutely adorable. So you can come in and take a look. I got double than I normally do because I just loved this paper so much. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. So for our card base here, we're gonna take this guy and we're gonna fold that in half. I love this Astro Parch cardstock. It is beautiful. And then we're going to be taking our double-sided tape here, and the very first thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be mounting our layers here, our floral paper, directly onto our text weight peach colored paper there. All right, so double-sided tape on the back on all 4 sides. All right, and then we're just going to go ahead and layer that onto the peach colored background here, and we're giving ourselves about an 1/8 inch border, I would say, on all 4 sides there. And then we're going to go ahead and just mount, or actually before we mount that on there, we're going to put double-sided tape on the back side of this paper on all 4 sides. All right, and we're going to be doing a couple different things here. So first thing we're going to be doing here is we're going to be taking our Thinking of You paper, and I kind of would suggest kind of putting it in the middle, kind of deciding where you're going to be putting that there. I'm just going to fold this around to the other side. All right. Then we're going to be taking our peach colored ribbon here. This is going to be going on the back side. Wrapping all the way around. I'm going to go ahead and lay down double-sided tape again here just to lock in that ribbon, but also to make sure it doesn't go anywhere. And that's just right there in the middle. Then we're going to be taking our Thinking of You paper here, and I'm going to kind of line that up where I want that to be so that it has like a really nice little even border of that peach ribbon there, and it really makes it pop, which I really love. Also, this Thinking of You, how that was done was I did embossing with white embossing powder, and then I did a watercolor, metallic watercolor over the top, and the white embossing acted as a resist, and you could really see the image. I had tried a variety of different colors of ink to try to stamp our Thinking of You image, and I really found that this looked the best and most delicate. Okay, so you may find that your flowers might go off the edge just slightly. I really tried to get them perfect, but however you're going to do that, just figure out where you want your Thinking of You to be. I want it to be nice and in the middle there, and then I'm going to take my little tails and just fold those around to the back side, and that's going to stick onto the double-sided tape we just applied. And then the same thing for the other side there. All right, we're going to lock that in. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do, this is kind of a little weird, I probably should have done this step already, but that's all right. We're going to take our waxed linen thread here. I'm going to find the middle. All right, and I'm going to take this little guy, I'm just going to feed this under my peach colored ribbon here. Again, I probably should have done this step earlier, but that's okay. This is where we're at. Sometimes that's just who I am. It's fine. It's all good. All right, and we're going to take this little guy. I'm just going to bring these both to the front. We're going to tie these off in a moment, but in the meantime, we're going to stick that on the back side, and we're going to put on double-sided tape here to lock all of our ribbons in place so that we can start mounting this on the front of our card. Okay, all my little ribbon bits here. All right, we're going to go ahead and stick this down. We have about, I would say, an 1/8 inch border on all 4 sides. So you can see that there. All right, now we're going to take our wax linen twines here. I'm just going to take those and I'm going to tie these. I'm actually going to tie these up above my sentiment here. I'm going to feed this up in the bottom, I've decided. But we want our tails to end up above our sentiment, not below it. I'm just going to take this guy. And I'm just going to tie that into a knot here. The waxed linen is not going to come untying because it's just really, really nice. It's a bookbinding twine, but it just holds up really well. And then we're just going to tie a knot. Whoops, not so tight that we're bending our paper though. Just a touch too tight. There we go. Okay. All right, so once you have that down, I'm going to go ahead and trim this off. And then you can kind of adjust the size of your little tails here because it kind of depends on how much of a twirl you want. So we're going to be adding in just a touch of a little curly Q. If you don't want a curly Q, you can just trim these now and then be done. I really want a curly Q because I think it's absolutely adorable, and it's something I discovered about this wax linen twine. It holds curly Qs beautifully. So you're going to need either a skewer or a fine point paintbrush. We're using the end of it. That's the most important part. And what you're going to do is you're going to start at the edge of the bottom of the paper, and you're going to wrap your twine all the way around it. And then I kind of hold that in place and kind of lock it in and kind of press it together. And then I slide my skewer or paintbrush out, and you get this perfect little curly Q. Isn't that adorable? Oh my gosh, I absolutely love it. So we're going to be doing that with all of our little tails.